The market chops around all day as it tries to find a direction. Is there still room for higher? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so I'm under the weather today, not feeling too great, so I'm going to keep this video pretty short and to the point, as well as nothing really happened of note in the market today, so there won't be a whole lot to do but go over what we already know, as well as go over what happened today. So the market did push down and try to break through support and failed, and then could not bust out to the upside, but as long as we are over support, as we know, the bulls are still in control and they can push this market higher. I'll get into all that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the Nasdaq. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, with the market ranging today, not a whole lot changed except a little bit of how we're counting it. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 5-minute futures chart for the S&P 500, and yesterday we zoomed out a little bit to show you our targets for a move down for the pullback that we are expecting here in the very near future whenever they can break support. And if you want to know those levels, check out yesterday's video on my channel. But for today, okay, we've traced out, we pushed down, we could not quite push it all the way below this level here into that 42.49 area that we've been looking to break for a while now, and then they just kind of chopped it higher from there. So it does look like we do have a setup for an A, B, C with a 1 and 2 of C in place, and then we could get 3, 4, and 5 of C down here towards this 42.25 level. That would likely just be the A wave of A, and we would get a bounce and then a bigger C wave down from there. So it does look like they have a setup for down, but the bears have been extremely weak and have been unable to break support at any point. So I do not have much faith until they actually prove they can break support by breaking this low right here at 42.55 and then that 42.49 low we've been talking about. Once they do that, we'll have a lot more confidence in the bears starting the pullback. Otherwise, this market can push higher, as we've been talking about, up towards that 43.50 to 43.60 area. The next target in between there is 43.36, but should they push up higher, that would be the two targets higher. So 43.36 and then up to 43.50 to 60 after that. Okay, over on the Nasdaq, very similar setup, not quite as clean as the ES, but still got the A, B, C setup down here towards this 13,200 level, which again would just be the A wave of the move down. And we do have the A, B, and then the 1 and 2 in place, so we'd look for a 3, 4, 5 to complete that move. But again, the bears have been unwilling to break support, and until they break down below this low right here, and then this low over here at that 13,280 level, once they can break down below this, then we'll have a lot more confidence that the bears are giving us the pullback we've been looking for. If they cannot push lower and the bears do not show up, then we would look higher towards 13,800 to 13,850 and possibly even 14,000 if they get really aggressive on the Nasdaq. So they could potentially push as high as 14,000 before we see a pullback, but that 13,800 to 13,850 level would be the next target higher. All right, if they are able to complete the break of support, we would expect them to hit, as I said, around this 13,200 level and then bounce. But remember, in both charts, we are tracking diagonals up, and when diagonals do break, they will eventually sell pretty quickly, and they could blow right through this without that B wave bounce and give you less structure than you would normally see, as that's how diagonals resolve, usually with a lot of selling back toward their origination point, okay? I do apologize for the lack of in-depth breakdown of this video, but I do have a splitting headache and don't feel very good, so I do apologize for that. But I did want to get something out for everybody. If you guys like the information that I do put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it will take you over to the website. Once you get over there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there, make sure you love it, become part of our trading team before you ever spend a penny. Okay, you can cancel at any time. We have 2 incredible rooms. The first one is my Invest with Jacob room. In there, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, as well as all of your Elliott Wave questions answered. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we do swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few weeks, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He structures a trade to get you in very cheap and get you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade, which is very unique, and you kind of have to see it to understand it. So that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into a small account and trades it using mini ES futures and disciplined trading methods, averaging 3 to 4% gains, showing you how to build a small account into a big retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can make some money together. All right, guys, key takeaways for today. Range day, nothing really changed. We do have a setup to the downside if the bears want to follow through, but they have not followed through here at all. They have been held up by the bulls who have been relentlessly defending support. So until they break support, they can push this higher. Okay, the levels to the upside are 43.36, then 43.50 to 60, and then if we get the breakdown to the downside, 42.25 would be our first stop, and we'll see if we get a bounce there or if they want to kind of blow through that with a diagonal sell-off. Over on the Nasdaq, same type of setup. You do have a setup to the downside, but it isn't. The bears haven't been very strong, so until they break actual support, the bulls are still in control and can push this up towards that 13,800 all the way up to 14,000 levels. And if they can break down, the first stop would be around that 13,200 level, and we'll see how they react there. Guys, it's the weekend. I wish I felt better so I could get a drink with you, but have a drink, spend some time with your family, and have a wonderful weekend. I will talk to you next week.